Alright, we're back with the 1977 motorhome. Just want to give an update where we're at. We got all the floor ripped out. As you can see, these years they started to insulate, which is nice. The insulation's pretty old and rotted, so we're going to replace that. Let me lift one of these panels up and show you what we got underneath there. So here's the top side of the fuel tanks, frame rails. So I need to deal with the rust on the frame rails. I think with all these panels out, that'll be the best time to take care of that. See the top side of my hockey pucks I've got in here. Right over here, I've got my angle iron pieces cut. So anywhere there's a cross member, so right here we've got a steel cross member coming across to the frame, and then there's mounting bolts, one here and one here. So these pieces of angle iron are going to go right up in place. Let's see if I can show you. They'll bolt in place even with the frame. And then, it's kind of hard to do with one hand, we'll get a hockey puck on top of that. So when it's done, we'll be looking at something like that with a hockey puck on top of those gussets. That'll give us some support out here on the ends of the aluminum frame, so they won't just be flopping in the breeze like they came originally. Alright, let's move around to this side. So I've taken the fender out. I've let the air out of the airbags to see how close I am to the fender. If you look right here, we're actually going to be dropping these fenders down about an inch on the sides. But that creates another issue. See if I can get this pushed back out of the way. So here's the inside of our fender, or inside of the wheel well. This piece of aluminum right here, it's just 1x2 aluminum. There's no support here. Originally it would have sat on the plywood floor to support the fender skirt. So cut pieces to fit the lengthwise here, so I can mount the fender skirts to that, and then there'll be this cross piece to mount the other side of the fender skirts to it in here, and that'll get welded up. We'll finish this up with a piece of aluminum flashing here, and we'll replace all the foam. We'll add foam to this section. So we're going to get new foam between the rails, and then I'm going to add foam on top before I put in the Cosa board flooring. So got a lot of work ahead of me. We'll check in with some videos as we go, but here's where we're at. This is what your motorhome looks like if you have one of these underneath the wood. So they did try to insulate it a little bit. I don't think the early models had any insulation at all, so this is a plus, I guess. All right, everybody, thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next time.